The dim blue glow of the bioluminescent plants softly illuminated the alien landscape as Alex checked the settings on his communicator device. The night was quiet except for the distant calls of unseen creatures, creating a symphony of the unknown that echoed through the dark foliage. Adjusting his headlamp, Alex ventured deeper into the woods, following the readings from his bioscanner. Just a little further, he muttered to himself, his breath visible in the cool night air. The scanner beeped, indicating a significant discovery just ahead. Suddenly, a soft, pulsing light appeared between the trees. As Alex approached, the source of the light became clearer. It was not a plant, but a creature, unlike anything he had documented before. The being stood upright, its skin shimmering with a gentle light that rhythmically brightened and dimmed. "Hello," Alex called out tentatively, activating the translator on his device. The creature turned towards him, its large, opalescent eyes reflecting a mixture of curiosity and caution. "Hello," it responded, its voice melodic and resonant through the translator. "I'm Alex, a researcher." "I mean no harm," he explained, slowly stepping closer. "I am Lyra," the creature replied, moving into a clearer view. Lyra's glow intensified slightly, which Alex took as a sign of openness. "What are you doing here, Alex?" Lyra asked, tilting her head slightly, the light around her casting dancing shadows on the ground. "I study life forms. I came here to learn about the plants and animals of this planet. And now perhaps about you, if you allow," Alex said, his excitement barely contained within his calm exterior. Lyra seemed to ponder this for a moment. "You wish to learn? Then we are alike. I too seek knowledge. Of you, your kind, and your ways." Encouraged by Lyra's interest, Alex asked, "May I study your bioluminescence? I've never seen anything quite like it." With a nod, Lyra extended a hand. "We can share knowledge. I will teach you of my light, if you teach me of your flame." As Alex reached out and gently took Lyra's hand, he felt a slight tingle. The area where their skin met seemed to pulse with a shared energy. "Deal," he smiled, amazed at the warmth Lyra's light provided. They spent the next few hours discussing their respective worlds. Alex learned that Lyra's glow was an expression of her emotional and physical state, brightening with excitement and dimming with contentment. As dawn approached, Lyra glanced towards the lightening sky. "It is almost day. Your kind needs rest, yes?" Alex laughed, realizing he had lost track of time. "Yes, we do need rest. But I'd like to meet again, if possible." "Of course," Lyra agreed. "There is much to share, and I find your company pleasant." With a plan to meet the following night, Alex headed back to his base camp, his mind racing with thoughts of the extraordinary encounter. He had come seeking alien flora and fauna, but had found something far more intriguing, a new friend, and perhaps a new perspective on the universe. As the first rays of sunlight pierced the horizon, Alex felt a surge of anticipation for the mysteries the next night might unveil. Chapter 2: The Language of Touch. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting an orange hue over the alien landscape, Alex prepared for his second meeting with Lyra. He packed his equipment, including a new device specifically designed to record and analyze Lyra's bioluminescent patterns. With a mix of anticipation and scientific curiosity, he made his way back to the spot where they had met the night before. Lyra was already waiting, her glow a gentle welcome in the twilight. "You have returned as promised," she said, her light pulsating slowly. "I wouldn't miss it," Alex replied, smiling as he approached. "I brought something to help me understand your glow better, if you're still okay with that." "Of course," Lyra nodded, moving closer. "And I am curious about your devices. You use them to learn." "Yes, exactly." Alex opened his backpack and showed Lyra the various gadgets. "Each of these helps me collect data so I can understand more about your environment and biology." As Lyra examined the devices with interest, her touch was gentle, almost reverent. Alex noticed her fascination and decided to explain their functions, using simple terms. He started with the bioluminescence recorder. "This device," he explained, holding up a small, sleek gadget, "captures light patterns and translates them into data I can study." Lyra's glow brightened, which Alex had learned indicated intrigue. "Can it show my light as you see it?" "Yes, it can," Alex replied. He activated the device and pointed it towards Lyra. The gadget whirred softly, and a screen on the side lit up, displaying the patterns of Lyra's glow. Fascinated, Lyra touched the screen, her finger lightly tracing the curves and peaks of light displayed. "It is like music," she mused, "a visual symphony of my emotions." Encouraged by her poetic description, Alex suggested, "Let's try an experiment. Think of something happy." Lyra closed her eyes, and almost immediately, her glow surged in a vibrant display of light. The recorder captured every fluctuation, translating it into a dazzling array of colors on the screen. "Amazing," Alex whispered, equally captivated by the display and the creature before him. "What about you, Alex? Can you show me something from your world?" Lyra asked, turning the conversation towards him. Pulling out his tablet, Alex quickly scrolled through his files and pulled up a video of a bustling city on Earth at night, lights flickering like millions of terrestrial stars. "This is where I come from. It's quite different from here." Lyra watched intently, her glow dimming slightly as she absorbed the sights and sounds of a world so unlike her own. "So many lights, like many of you, together, yet separate." "Exactly," Alex said. He then showed her another video, this time of a quiet, snowy evening. "And this is how it looks when it's peaceful." The soft blues and whites seemed to resonate with Lyra, her light emitting a soft, steady pulse. "It's beautiful," she sighed. "Your world has rhythms like mine, but in color and light of a different kind." As the night progressed, they exchanged more stories and videos. Each clip from Earth met with videos of Lyra's planet, showcasing landscapes and phenomena unique to her world. With each exchange, their understanding of each other deepened, their worlds growing closer even as they sat light years apart. Finally, as the first signs of dawn began to appear, Lyra and Alex reluctantly concluded their meeting. "I feel closer to you, Alex," Lyra admitted as they parted ways. "Your world is not so distant now." "Nor is yours," Alex replied, feeling a profound connection not just to Lyra, but to her entire mysterious, glowing world. As he walked back to camp, the first light of morning cast long shadows behind him, but the light of new friendship and understanding shone brightly ahead. Chapter 3. Under the glowing canopy. The night was exceptionally clear as Alex made his way through the winding paths of the alien forest to meet Lyra. The stars shone with an intensity he had never seen on Earth, each one seemingly pulsating in the deep expanse of the universe. He had brought a small, portable projector with him this time, one that could display images from his tablet onto any surface, hoping to share more about Earth's natural wonders. Lyra greeted him beneath a vast canopy of glowing tendrils, the light from above weaving patterns on the ground. "You bring something new again," she observed, her glow reflecting her eager anticipation. "Yes, I thought tonight we could look at some of Earth's landscapes together. Mountains, oceans, deserts, places far different from here and from each other," Alex explained, setting up the projector. The first image illuminated the canopy, a panoramic view of the Rocky Mountains. "These are mountains," Alex began. "Tall, vast, and often very cold. They can be harsh, but they're also full of life." Lyra watched intently, her light subtly changing hues as if trying to mimic the cool blues and whites of the snow-capped peaks. "They stand so proud," she said, her voice filled with wonder. "Do you climb them?" "Some people do. They find it challenging, but rewarding." "It's a way to test oneself against nature," Alex shared, swapping to an image of a tropical beach. "And this is quite the opposite. Warm, expansive beaches where the ocean meets land." The warm oranges and yellows of the beach scene bathed Lyra in a soft glow, making her own light blend seamlessly with the projected image. "It seems peaceful," she remarked. "Your planet has such diversity." As they went through more images, from a Sahara desert to the lush Amazon rainforest, Alex noticed how Lyra's mood seemed to shift with each landscape. It was as if she was there, feeling the sand's heat or the jungle's humidity. "What about your planet? What places are special to you?" Alex asked, genuinely curious. Excited to share, Lyra gestured for him to follow her. They walked a short distance to a clearing where the ground was soft and spongy, and the air was filled with tiny, floating lights. "This is a spore field," Lyra explained. "Each light is a tiny organism, part of the ground, part of the air, part of us." Alex set up his recorder, captivated by the dance of the tiny lights. "It's beautiful," he said, "like watching the ocean waves under a microscope." "Yes, and like your mountains, it challenges us. These organisms, they grow, they change, and we must adapt with them," Lyra shared, her tone reflective. They spent the next few hours exchanging stories of adaptation and change, of Earth's natural disasters, and the evolutionary wonders of Lyra's world. Each tale brought them closer, bridging the gap between human and alien through shared struggles and triumphs. As dawn neared, Alex realized how much he had come to look forward to these nights. I never thought I'd find so much in common with someone from another world, he confessed as they prepared to part ways. Lyra's glow brightened warmly. Nor did I, Alex. Nor did I. It's strange, isn't it? How light and life find a way to connect, no matter the distance. With a promise to meet again the following night, Alex walked back to his camp, the images of Earth and alien landscapes mingling in his mind, a vivid reminder of the universal threads of existence. Their connection, a blend of Earth's flame and alien glow, was a profound discovery, as significant as any scientific breakthrough. Chapter 4: The Bond Deepens. Under the gentle light of Lyra's bioluminescent forest, Alex prepared for another night of cultural exchange. This time he brought a small, durable speaker to share some of Earth's music, curious to see how Lyra would react to another form of human artistry. Lyra greeted Alex with her customary warm glow, which now felt as familiar and welcoming as a friend's smile. "What do you have for us tonight?" she asked, her curiosity evident in the rhythmic pulsing of her light. "I thought we could listen to some music from my world," Alex explained, setting up the speaker on a flat rock. "Music is a big part of human culture. It expresses emotions, tells stories, and even brings people together." Lyra settled beside him, her glow harmonizing with the soft blue of the evening. "I'm eager to hear it," she said, her voice tinged with anticipation. Alex selected a few tracks ranging from classical compositions to contemporary pieces, each chosen to showcase different aspects of human emotion and creativity. The first notes of a violin concerto floated through the air, the strings echoing softly in the alien night. "This is beautiful," Lyra whispered, her light flickering in tune with the melody. "It feels sad, yet hopeful." "That's a good interpretation," Alex nodded. "Music can evoke a range of feelings, sometimes all at once." They listened in silence for a while, letting the music fill the space between them. When the piece ended, Lyra took a moment before speaking. "We have sound in our culture used for communication and celebration, but nothing quite like this. It's deeply moving." Encouraged by her response, Alex played a few more selections, each prompting discussion about the emotions they stirred and the human experiences behind the compositions. Lyra was particularly touched by a piano piece that seemed to resonate with her own experiences of loneliness and joy. As the playlist continued, Alex took the opportunity to teach Lyra about the concept of dancing, demonstrating a few simple steps. Laughing, Lyra attempted to mimic the movements, her body swaying and glowing brightly. "Your turn to share something from your culture," Alex suggested after a while, eager to keep the exchange going. Lyra thought for a moment, then gestured for Alex to follow her. They walked to a nearby grove where the air vibrated with a soft hum. "This is a singing field," Lyra explained. "The plants here react to touch with sound." Curious, Alex reached out to brush a fern-like plant with his fingers. It emitted a harmonic tone, clear and musical. As he touched different plants, a symphony of natural sounds surrounded them, each touch producing a different note. "Amazing," Alex exclaimed, thoroughly enchanted. "It's like a living instrument." "Yes," Lyra agreed, her face alight with pride. "We learn from a young age how to play the fields, to make music with nature. It connects us to our world, just as your music connects you to yours." They spent the rest of the night experimenting with the plant sounds, creating a unique melody that blended their newfound musical skills. It was a perfect fusion of their worlds, a new kind of harmony that neither had anticipated. As the first light of dawn approached, Alex felt a profound sense of connection not only to Lyra but to her world as well. "Thank you for sharing this with me," he said, his voice reflective of the deep emotional bond they had formed. Lyra's glow was steady and warm. "Thank you for being here, for being so willing to understand and share. What we're creating together, it's more than just knowledge. It's friendship." With a promise to continue their cultural exchange, they parted ways, each carrying with them a deeper appreciation for their respective worlds. As Alex walked back to his camp, the memory of the night's melodies played in his mind, a reminder of the universal language of music and the unifying power of shared experiences. Chapter 5: Where the Alien's Glow Meets the Human's Flame. Alex and Lyra met beneath the stars, the familiar bioluminescent canopy overhead creating an almost dreamlike setting. Tonight, Alex had planned something special, a way to deepen their bond by sharing one of humanity's oldest traditions, storytelling around a fire. He had brought a portable holographic emitter from his base, capable of simulating a campfire. As he set it up, the gentle flicker of holographic flames cast a warm glow, mimicking the comforting fires of Earth. This is a campfire, Alex explained. On Earth, people gather around it to share stories, warmth, and companionship. It's a place for reflection and connection. Lyra watched with fascination as the holographic flames danced. It's beautiful, she said, like the light from a star caught in a moment. Alex smiled at the comparison. Exactly. Tonight, I thought we could share stories from our worlds, legends, myths, tales that mean something to us. I would like that, Lyra responded, her glow pulsating softly, mirroring the rhythm of the faux flames. Alex began with an old Earth legend about a hero who traveled the seas, facing monsters and tempests, driven by the desire to return home. His words painted pictures in the night, each scene brought to life by the play of firelight and Lyra's glowing presence. When he finished, the air was thick with the magic of the tale, and Lyra was visibly moved. We have similar stories, she revealed, of wanderers and explorers, creatures of the light who venture into the darkness to discover new worlds. Encouraged, Alex urged her to share, and Lyra recounted a story from her planet. It was about a young explorer who defied the norms of her species to travel beyond the light fields, into the dark zones of their world, in search of lost ancient knowledge. Their stories flowed back and forth, with a holographic fire casting a warm, inviting light. As the night deepened, they delve into tales of creation and destruction, love and loss, each story weaving a richer tapestry of their cultures. Eventually, the conversation turned to the stars above, the same stars seen from countless worlds. Do you think there are others out there? Alex asked, his eyes on the heavens. I believe so, Lyra replied. The universe is vast, and to think we are the only ones is to ignore the endless possibilities of light and life. It's humbling, Alex agreed. And yet, sitting here with you, sharing our stories, it feels like the universe isn't so vast after all. Lyra nodded, her glow brightening. Where the alien's glow meets the human's flame, she said, using the phrase Alex had taught her, there we find common ground, a place where we are not so different. As dawn approached, they reluctantly extinguished the holographic fire, the cool pre-dawn air reclaiming the warmth. But the night's exchange had kindled something more profound, a shared understanding that would outlast any flame. They parted with a promise to meet again, each carrying with them the stories and truths of the other's world, and a newfound appreciation for the narrative threads that connected them, spanning the cosmos between their stars. Chapter 6. Challenges of the Heart. As Alex and Lyra's meetings became a regular part of their lives, the bond between them deepened. However, this growing closeness did not go unnoticed by others. Both faced skepticism and concern from their respective communities about the implications of such a close interspecies relationship. One evening, as Alex prepared for his meeting with Lyra, his supervisor, Dr. Helen Carter, approached him. Her expression was a mix of concern and curiosity. Alex, can we talk about your project? Dr. Carter began, her tone serious. I've noticed you're spending a lot of time with the alien entity Lyra. While cross-species communication is valuable, I'm worried about the personal nature of your interactions. It's uncharted territory. Alex understood her concerns. I appreciate that, Dr. Carter. I believe our interactions could provide deeper insights into her species' culture and social structure, which is invaluable for our mission here. Dr. Carter nodded, not entirely convinced. Just be careful, Alex. We don't fully understand their norms or how they perceive these relationships. Meanwhile, Lyra faced her own challenges. During one of their meetings, she shared her concerns with Alex. My elders are curious about you, but also wary, she explained. They fear I might be losing sight of our traditions by forming such a bond with a human. Alex listened intently, his heart sinking slightly. I don't want to cause you any trouble, Lyra. Maybe we should. No, Lyra interrupted, her glow intensifying with her emotions. What we are learning from each other is too important. We must continue, but perhaps we can find a way to ease their worries. Encouraged by her determination, Alex suggested, maybe we could meet with your elders, or you could bring someone you trust to our meetings. Show them that we are just sharing knowledge and learning from each other. Lyra considered this for a moment before agreeing. I will speak to them. I think my mentor, Saul, might understand. I can bring him next time to see how we interact. The following week, Lyra arrived with Saul, an older member of her species with a calm and steady glow. Alex greeted him warmly, trying to bridge the gap between human and alien with respect and openness. Throughout the night, Alex and Lyra shared their usual exchanges, stories, music, and videos from Earth, now observed by Saul. The elder watched quietly, his glow occasionally shifting colors as he processed what he saw. At the end of the evening, Saul spoke. Your friendship is unusual, but there is sincerity here. I see the value in what you are doing. I will share this with the others. Relieved, Alex thanked him, feeling a weight lift off his shoulders. Thank you, Saul. We appreciate your understanding. With Saul's tentative endorsement, Alex and Lyra continued their meetings, now with a new sense of legitimacy. They became more open about their friendship, discussing it with their peers and superiors, and gradually, the initial skepticism began to fade. The challenges they faced brought Alex and Lyra closer, solidifying their commitment to their unique partnership. They knew the road ahead might still hold obstacles, but they were more determined than ever to navigate it together, strengthened by the shared belief in the importance of their bond. Chapter 7: A New Understanding. As the relationship between Alex and Lyra gained acceptance, they began to explore ways to integrate their experiences and learnings into both of their communities. Alex proposed a series of educational exchanges where humans and Lyra's people could come together to share knowledge and culture. One evening, as they sat under the now familiar canopy of bioluminescent lights, Alex discussed his plan with Lyra. I've been thinking about how we can expand our exchanges to involve more people from both our species, he said, his voice filled with excitement. Lyra nodded, her light pulsating warmly. I like this idea. Many are curious about your kind and the things we have shared. How do you propose we start? Well, Alex began, pulling out a small tablet and opening a document he had prepared. We could organize a series of talks and workshops. Topics could range from human technology and science to your people's understanding of ecology and bioluminescence. Lyra was intrigued. And these would be open to everyone. Yes, exactly. We could have sessions where we teach about our technologies, our arts, and maybe even have joint sessions on topics that affect both our worlds, like climate change and sustainability, Alex explained. Motivated by the plan, Lyra suggested, we should also include art and music. These have been profound in our understanding of each other. They could help others see the beauty in our differences. That's a brilliant idea, Alex agreed. Art and music transcend language and even species. They could be the perfect bridge between our cultures. With a plan forming, they decided to pitch the idea to their respective leaders. Alex prepared a detailed proposal and presented it to Dr. Carter and the rest of the human team. Meanwhile, Lyra spoke with Saul and other influential figures in her community. Both presentations were met with interest and a few reservations, but the overall response was positive. The leaders agreed to a trial run of the program, curious to see if the benefits observed between Alex and Lyra could be expanded on a larger scale. The first event was a joint workshop held at the edge of the forest where Alex and Lyra first met. Humans brought various technological devices, setting up demonstrations and interactive exhibits. Lyra's people, in turn, created an immersive experience with their bioluminescence and natural soundscapes. The event was a success, with participants from both species deeply engaged. They were not only learning about each other's technology and culture, but were also forming personal connections, much like Alex and Lyra had. Encouraged by the success, Alex and Lyra continued to organize more events. Each one built upon the last, slowly weaving a tapestry of shared knowledge and mutual respect. One evening, after a particularly successful workshop on ecological preservation, Alex and Lyra reflected on the progress they had made. We are creating something new here, aren't we? Alex mused, watching a group of humans and aliens laughing together. Yes, a new understanding, Lyra responded, her glow soft and thoughtful. It's like we're constructing a new world, a place where both our species can coexist and learn from each other. As they continued to work on their program, Alex and Lyra realized that their efforts were doing more than just teaching skills and sharing knowledge. They were building a community, a place where the aliens' glow and the humans' flame were not just meeting but merging, creating a new light altogether. Chapter 8: The Legacy of Light and Flame. As the collaborative program flourished, Alex and Lyra saw profound changes not only in their immediate environments but also in the broader perception of each other's species. Encouraged by these developments, they decided to document their journey and the lessons learned along the way in a book. They hoped it would serve as a guide and inspiration for other interspecies collaborations. On a quiet evening, Alex and Lyra sat together, reviewing their notes and outlining the chapters of their upcoming book, titled Where the Alien's Glow Meets the Human's Flame. So we start with our first encounter, right? Alex suggested, tapping away on his laptop. Yes, the beginning is crucial. It sets the stage for everything that follows, Lyra agreed, her glow gently illuminating the papers strewn around them. They structure the book into sections, each detailing different phases of their experience, from initial skepticism and personal challenges to the breakthroughs in understanding and the successful integration of their communities. Should we include personal anecdotes? I think those stories where we faced challenges or made breakthroughs could be really powerful, Alex said, looking over at Lyra for approval. Absolutely, Lyra responded enthusiastically. Those moments capture the essence of our journey. They show not just the struggle, but the joy of overcoming and understanding. As they worked, they discussed how to accurately represent both perspectives, ensuring that the voices of both human and alien contributors were heard. They planned interviews with other participants in the program, collecting diverse experiences to enrich the narrative. We need a chapter on the workshops, Alex noted, especially on how art and music became a universal language for us. Lyra nodded in agreement. Yes, and let's not forget the technology demonstrations. Those were a turning point for many. The work on the book also gave them a chance to reflect on their personal growth. Writing this, it's making me realize how much we've changed, Alex said thoughtfully. It's more than change. It's evolution, Lyra added, her tone reflective. We've evolved together, influenced by each other's worlds and views. Weeks passed as they compiled their data, stories, and photographs into the manuscript. They worked closely with editors from both their species to ensure clarity and accessibility, making sure the book would be understandable and engaging for all readers. Finally, the book was completed and ready for publication. To celebrate the launch, a large gathering was organized under the now famous glowing canopy where Alex and Lyra first met. Attendees from both species came together, eager to see the culmination of this unique partnership. As Alex addressed the crowd, he felt a surge of pride and accomplishment. This book is more than just pages and words. It's a testament to what can be achieved when two vastly different species choose to understand rather than fear, to collaborate rather than confront. Lyra joined him, her light bright and steady. We share this book with you as a symbol of hope and a tool for future generations. May it light the way for more such meetings, where the alien's glow meets the human's flame. The celebration continued into the night, filled with music, laughter, and shared stories. The book was well received, with many expressing excitement and optimism about the potential it represented. As the event wound down, Alex and Lyra took a moment to themselves, looking up at the stars. What do you think the future holds for us? Alex asked, his voice low. More light, more understanding, more friendships, Lyra replied, her glow warm and inviting. This is just the beginning. And in the quiet of the alien night, under the watchful eyes of countless stars, it indeed felt like a new beginning.